Gerry Groden was, I think, a pioneer in acknowledging that families were an integral part of working with their children. He would ask me weekly how parents were doing. He wanted to know their names. He wanted to know what they did for a living. So he focused on them, not just as parents of individuals with autism here at our school, but as individuals.
I think probably the first time I ever witnessed him in action is I walked into a classroom and he was on the floor with a child who was having a difficult day. And he was so patient and kind and just worked with them.
A lot of the parents, they're not looking for miracles. They're looking for the ability to spend time with their child or their young adult and go to dinner and go to the movies and drive somewhere in the car and have that person be a part of the family. We strive to make the person more able to cope with a very difficult situation, and because of the tools that June and Gerry gave us, we're able to do that.
Dr. Gerry Groden was something that you don't normally hear anymore. He was a gentleman. Every single time you saw him, he would stop and say hello. He would always remember that it was both boys here. I saw Adam today doing this, or Matt and I had a conversation, kind of a thing. He didn't forget who we were.
He told me that he had been reading this book and it made a lot of sense to him, and he decided that he was a humanist. He said you can still have conservative thoughts and values, you can still have more liberal thoughts and values, but if you put the human at the middle of it, then that, would help this world be in a much better place and more positive.
Every time I had a question or I had an issue, his door was always open to be able to go in and say to him, I just don't know what to do, can you help me with this? And he would call a meeting, we'd have staff in there, and we would figure it out.
A lot of the children that come here, the schools are saying, we're all done, there's nothing else we can do. People that come here will say, if it wasn't for you, if he doesn't stay here and he doesn't progress, I don't know what else I'm going to do. If it wasn't for the Groden Center, all of those families, they wouldn't have a place to go.
And that was who he was. The families meant everything to him, and he was a very important person to us, and he is missed greatly. But we have very fond memories of all the wonderful events he came to and how much attention he paid to all of us, and we will always appreciate that.
And it wasn't just Adam and Matt, June and Gerry and everybody here at the network were helping. They actually helped put Mike and I and Krista back together, and then took the three of us and put it with Adam and Matt and saved our family, because we were determined our love for the two boys was not going to destroy our family, because the boys didn't ask for this. And finding Groden saved us. And Mike and I, and Krista especially, is so proud of the fact that we've beaten the odds. We've stayed together as a family.
Gerry, he speaks and lives through me when I think about, what services that we might go into in the future as a network to meet needs of people that aren't currently served. And I can guarantee you his pragmatic style of research and thoughtfulness, humanistic approach will continue.
I feel like I'm carrying something that June and Gerry left us, and they left something special, and I feel like it needs to continue, and the quality needs to continue, and to have that quality, we need financial support. I wanted people at the gala to know that it not only goes to a worthwhile cause, but it goes to a cause that really, really helps people that are not going to get help somewhere else.